Welcome back, Legendary Potato here. Today I'm going to go through the top 10 secret features in Tu54. Now these are features that I felt like were worth mentioning and weren't on the official changelog, and I felt like I would make a list of my top 10 and just kind of show it off in that way. So if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you do leave a like on it and subscribe if you haven't already. But let's get right into this top 10. So this first one here is going to be auto jump. So if I run up these stairs normally, as you can see, we just kind of, run up normal speed, what you would expect, and then we also have to jump up these stairs like so, just to get to where we're going. But with the new feature auto jump, we're able to just make it automatic. So if we go ahead here to game options, right here to auto jump, then it will go ahead and change it around. So if we go and like run up these stairs, as you'll see, we go much faster because just auto jump has that kind of weird effect where it just kind of makes you run up really fast, just like if you're spamming the jump buttons, kind of like that, but it does automatically, which is really cool. So you just as you can see, we just run up really fast. I'm not pressing any buttons, just sprinting like I would before. And then as you can see, we can run up these stairs. I'm not pressing any buttons, it just automatically jumps for me, which is kind of nice as well. So if I don't feel like running up somewhere, then I can just do that as well. Or if you have like a mine shaft with stairs, then you can just go ahead and run up really fast, which I think is nice as well. So it's kind of a nice feature, and that's why it's number 10 as well. So we'll move on to number 9, and we'll see exactly what that will be. Let me just disable this, of course. It's right there we go. Okay, so number 9 here is being able to splash mobs with a water potion. So if we come to here, as you can see, it will be able to attack them. So if we just go ahead and splash these guys here, as you can see, it will damage them. The Enderman got hit and he teleported because that's what Endermen do. But as you can see, it just kind of hits them and hurts them now. So before it didn't do anything, but now it kind of has a use where you can actually attack them with this, which I don't see much of a use. I mean, it's still kind of a useless item in the game, but at least now you can argue it's a useful item in the game. So other than this, like honestly, there's never going to be any use for this kind of thing, so it's just kind of useless. But yeah, at least now it has some purpose in this game. But at least there it is. Oh, hey, there's Enderman. Let's just go ahead and hit him away. Oh, he's not going to go away. But anyways, let's move on to the next one here, which is going to be the pick block with the soil. So if I go ahead and, I'm in creative here, and I just pick block this, as you can see, I now get the soil, so I can go ahead and, place it down as I'd like to. So I can kind of do this sort of thing, place it, which is kind of nice if somebody's making, a large land of, soil and stuff and needs to do that. They can do it quickly now that it's an option to do it like this. You don't have to, do anything weird like that or place it down, and then, it's just like you can just do it this way, and it's kind of nice in that way. So it's just kind of convenient if you're making a map and you need some soil everywhere, then you can go ahead and just place it straight up from the creative thing just by using pick block, which is kind of a nice feature as well. But let's move on to the next one here, which is the flower pot. So as you can see, we're now able to switch which flowers we can put in. So if I want to like switch these around, do this sort of thing, I can play around with where exactly these are. So it's kind of a cool thing in that sort of way. So if I want to like put them there, do this sort of thing, it's kind of cool. I can play around with how I want to do this. So like if I would like it like that, then I can do that. But I can just quickly switch them around and do whatever I want. So if I want it like that, I can do that. So it's just kind of like, instead of having to break them, before you would have to like break them down and then like place them down and then put the flower in, now you can just go ahead and switch the flowers, which just makes it a little more convenient. Just kind of a nice small feature that I feel like was kind of necessary. But other than that, let's move on to the next one over here, which is the villager type, because this is now a nitwit villager. He doesn't really do anything. He's just kind of here. He doesn't trade. You can't trade with him. He's just kind of a villager. He just kind of exists. He's kind of cool. He's got a cool green robe on, and honestly, he doesn't add too much value, but he's just kind of cool. Like, yeah, this is just a villager. He doesn't really do anything. His name's just the nitwit. He's just kind of known as that, which is kind of weird in that way. But yeah, he's just a cool villager that you can just spawn in. Doesn't really do anything, can't trade, but yeah, that's kind of cool. Just kind of a random villager there. But let's move on to the next one. So if you come up to here, as you can see, we have a bunch of these dudes. So pretty much it's the Vindicator Johnny Easter egg and as well as the Evoker Easter egg. So I kind of combined these two together, but I felt like they were both worth mentioning. So if we go over here and name him to Johnny, as you can see, he's going to start killing the sheep when we open this door up right there. So he's going to start killing the sheep, which is a reference to a movie, pretty much where it's just like, here's Johnny, that kind of thing. So it's a reference to that, which I kind of thought was interesting. So you could just rename your Vindicator to Johnny, and he pretty much just kills the sheep, which I thought was kind of interesting. So we'll put him back here so he doesn't mess with the next thing, of course. So just put him back in. There we go. But anyways, we'll move on to this guy over here, which is the Evoker. And what he does, if we turn on mob griefing, he's going to turn these sheep red, which is a reference to some sort of game or something where pretty much he just changes the color. Like, no, you can't have blue sheep, and they turn them red. So let's go ahead and turn on mob griefing, like so. And as you can see, he's going to turn them all red. So it just kind of slowly does it. It's kind of cool in that sort of way as well. So he's going to eventually turn them all red. So just give him a second, just kind of give him a push so he doesn't, you know, get out of range or anything. But yeah, just I thought this was kind of cool. Like, yeah, now you got red sheep because red is better than blue or something like that. But you know, I thought that was kind of a cool Easter egg. Like, yeah, now you got your red sheep, and that's kind of interesting. And if you change him back to blue, he's actually gonna change him back to red. So if I go ahead and like give them blue sheep, he's like, nope, it's gotta be red. So I thought that was kind of neat. I thought I'd share that as well. Let's move on to the next one over here, which is pretty much the fact that now mobs are pretty much, you know, when you get too many close to each other, what exactly happens is that they start suffocating, and now they actually also take up physical space. So that's kind of important to keep that in mind if you have a lot of mobs in an area. So you don't want to have too many mobs. So if we just go ahead and like place in all these, then you'll see like they're all piling up here. And they kind of make this weird effect, and now they're starting to suffocate just because there's no space for these guys, so they just kind of start going in like this, which is kind of weird. So it's just like, yep, there it is. They're just kind of suffocating because there's no room for them. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Now there's just like a bunch of sheep here, and it looks kind of weird. Like look at that, just kind of like spinning around, kind of, you know, circle thing. But yeah, so pretty much they take up physical space. If I try to get in here, then yeah, it's just kind of like I can't move. I'm kind of stuck in there. I can't move at all. Just take my word for it. I'm stuck in the corner. It's just kind of interesting. Like, yeah, they take up space. You can't like run through them anymore, which is kind of, you know, a nice change, and you know, just kind of adds a lot of value. So anyways, let's move on to the next one. So if we come back down here, and as you can see, we have a crafting table here. So now when we craft items using classic crafting, we'll be able to get our items back if we don't finish it. So let's say we're making an iron pickaxe or something like so. So just go ahead and do this. And let's say, oh no, like I get hit by a mob or something, and I exit the crafting menu. It gives me my items back where they were before, so I actually don't drop them on the floor, which is pretty nice. So let's say I just kind of go do this. Let's just throw around stuff for fun. So let's just do like that. Oh, wait a minute. Do this. My joystick went a little weird there, but then we'll throw name tags there as well. Why not? So we're just like, yeah, we don't have anything. We'll just give it back, and as you can see, it just puts them back in my inventory like nothing ever happened, which I thought was kind of neat. So there's also another secret with the crafting table. If we go ahead and turn off classic crafting, which I believe is somewhere in here, we go to user interface, classic crafting. There it is. So we turn this off, and basically what happens now is that there's now more tabs. You know, there's all these ones up here you would expect, but if we come over down to down over here, which you would do by going like this, you press like the LT, RT buttons. So you kind of do that, and basically gives you an option to do like armor and items and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. So it's like if I want to change my bed, I can go ahead and do that and kind of swap around what I want to do. So like I want to, you know, switch around, let's say, to blue bed, which I have here. So we'll go ahead and do that. I can now make a blue bed from this crafting here instead of having to do it from classic crafting. That's where I would do it in normal. So let's go back to classic because that's what I always use, and it's the better one, I would say. So anyway, we'll put all that stuff back in there, and we'll move on to the last one here. So this is the last, I think, my favorite secret feature of this update. So let's go right over to here, and as you can see, we have a bunch of creepers and also splash potions. So pretty much what happens now is that when creepers explode, and I'm gonna have to go into survival for this, is that when creepers explode, pretty much they're going to make a lingering effect with the splash, which is really cool. So let's try to show it off here. I hope I don't die doing this, but there we go. Oh, okay, come on. Okay, awesome. So as you can see, he blows up, and he also gives a regeneration effect. So as you can see there, has a regeneration lingering potion kind of thing that happens just by having a splash potion on him. So let's do it again right over here. We'll come down to here, actually. So if we just go ahead and throw that on him, and then we kind of get away, you know, far enough where he's gonna still blow up. Ooh, there we go. That's kind of close. But as you can see, jump boost. So now we got a lingering potion, which is kind of nice. So you can use it as that, which is kind of cool. I thought that was a neat feature that somebody, you know, had to kind of make, and I thought that was kind of cool. So we'll do it one more time with the fire resistance here, and there we go. We'll try to get away. I'm kind of scared I'm gonna die doing this one. Ooh, there we go. Okay, awesome. Didn't get hit. So yeah, just kind of cool. Makes a lingering potion. I thought that was worth sharing, and just was my favorite feature. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you do drop a like on it, because I did put a lot of time into this. If you guys do want to see more videos like this in your sub feed, make sure you do subscribe, because I do videos every single day. If you want to see the next one in your sub feed, then make sure you do subscribe. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.